We saw from G2 yesterday, where Reckless on the Karma was basically enabling, and we will get an Irelia. Awesome. I love Irelia. I've been playing so much Irelia recently. They can, as you rightly said, he is one of the best mid laners that we have here in Europe. I think to all split long, he has been considered second best. Yep. Every time he goes up against Cap, sometimes he struggles as we do see an engage.
Chimpy has no flash, but there's no ultimate hit for limit, and all HunSummer needs to do is get one more auto down. HunSummer with the kill. Every death in a team fight. In playoffs, they got about half a kill per death. They were dying almost 4 times as much. Now we'll go to a fight in the bottom lane as the engage comes in. Broken Blade diving in, and Inspired is down. Broken Blade teaming we saw from them in the regular season, and what we expected to see from them against Mad. However,
instead, they're focusing on trying to get Broken Blade ahead.
Looking for Odo Omne here underneath the tower. Odo just hits level 10. Gilius going in there with the stun, and Broken Blade with the flawless duet will get the lockup. Gilius tanks it for as long as possible, but look at the healing on Odo Omne. In the end, he'll go down. Gilius
will get themselves the first Drake of the game. Again, very late, so the 4th Drake win condition not exactly going to be a huge threat. There's something Schalke not having the same impact that we often see from him in the early game. Usually he's roaming around a lot more, but because of how Rogue have played the early 2 vs 2, how HunSummer and Trimmy have kind of got themselves a winning matchup, have been able to punish Neon and Limit, have done them a lot of benefits. So props to them, limiting Limit's ability to roam. And that has resulted in Rogue's early game gold advantage. They will take the bot tower. They're now going to rotate and look to take mid, as Schalke secures themselves the top tower and the next Rift Tower, which they're going to need to try and break this mid tier 1.
Of course, second Rift Tower nowhere near as powerful as the first. You don't have the option to get plate gold out of it. And Rogue have already chipped away so much at this turret that just a couple of auto attacks from Larssen will be able to take it down. Third tower of the game for Rogue. Larssen waves it bye-bye.
Schalke to actually play around him in a side lane. And a moment I do look at the minimap, I see Limit already hovering around him. Oh, look, there's Gilius. So Schalke is able to close the gap. It does have the Ludens. Broken Blade has a TP as well as the fight for mid control as a sleep comes through.
Floating Lullaby onto Limit. Pops the Unbreakable Will. Immediately goes in. Transcendent Blades only hits onto HunSummer, but they can't really follow up any further. Inspired, pop the stopwatch. Now Schalke on the back foot. HunSummer walking forward with that Ranger's focus. There's the arrow. Hits onto Abadage because Gilius sacrifices him. Abadage has to flash and shuffle his way back.
No one ended up dying in that fight, but I'm surprised that we didn't get to see a huge amount of fallout, because the moment the re-engage came through, so Rogue have nothing to fear, unless actually HunSummer, it's not a good path thing.
HunSummer still has flash.
Actually,
okay,
he doesn't care.
The arrow out, Unbreakable will immediately pop by Limit, but just look at the chase here. Limit just can't go anywhere, doesn't have the flash, tries to engage, but immediately
HunSummer, absolutely no fear. I thought that he was going to be in danger. I thought his positioning was poor, but that just shows the difference between me and HunSummer as he looks to run down the jungler now.
I mean, what can Gilius do? Like, Turbo Chem Time does nothing for you when you're running away. You have to be running towards your enemies. Abadage pushes in the top wave, gets tier 2. Spotted the bot lane as the Swirl Seed connects. Floating Lullaby going down as well, and that's a very sleepy cow. Broken Blade still looking for the flank. Pops the flawless duet, doesn't get the stun. Gilius, the reset on the Drake. Inspired goes in, Gilius secures it. Limit tries to jump onto Inspired, but immediately the stopwatch is there. Abadage dived in here as Larssen tries to put the damage down. Limit already down to half HP. And here comes Trimby. And here come the rest of Rogue. Gilius, you can have every Drake you damn well like. The quadra kill for Larssen, and HunSummer, you scumbag, as you steal away the Penta.
That should have been a Penta kill for Larssen. He saw it, we saw it, everyone saw it, but HunSummer said, no, it's only game 1. And a beautifully executed fight from Rogue. Broken Blade didn't land his ultimate. No CC came out from Schalke. There was no threat at all onto the backline. And Larssen and HunSummer could just dominate the fight. Just clinical execution, clean game from start to finish. Rogue looking dominant in game 1. Surprisingly fast game as well, Medic. 26 minutes. Obviously a lot of dive. Okay, I don't like Kalista here. So I generally overall prefer Schalke's comp. I think that what they have is very, very powerful dive. That is where he becomes truly powerful. But for now, it's about the bot lane. Inspired is looking for a gank.
Neon and Limit. There's Trimby going in. Limit really no place to go. Attract, Repel, Stun will just slow Rogue for the moment. But first blood. Of course, Broken Blade with the paranoia can join the fight. The pings. Lickety split as Larssen doesn't have flash back up. The gravity field's going to come out. The fear does land. Abadage flashing forward, looking for the damage. They don't quite have enough. Abadage taking it up for ages. And he will fall. 1-for-1 trade in in the mid lane.
Ooh, they did trade it for the Drake. I imagine that's exactly where Inspired is going to head towards right now. But Rogue have their eyes set on the mid lane.
But RGE doesn't have flash and doesn't really have anywhere to go. Limit trying to get in here with his attractive repel, but can't save his mid laner. Another kill goes over to Rogue. 3-1 on the scoreboard for them. Neon will get a full 3 plates in the top lane though, so he has been able to get a little bit of gold back.
Good use of his time. odoamne deciding not to bother going back as an engage comes in mid.
Magnet Storm, the Rampage knocks Larssen back underneath the tower, and there's the onslaught of Shadows. Inspired walking in, can get the stun, but really doesn't have much more to do here as he has to walk away.
Larssen slightly overstepping there. I think he was trying to get more plates wave, and I believe he was able to get himself a plate in mid as well. So he should have a slight gold advantage in the mid lane. Both mids suffering from the pressure.
That kill and has been able to equalize the farm in the top lane.
I like this gold investment from Schalke. Good ult.
Oh, great ult to get the knockback there. And Larssen really doesn't have anywhere to go. Does have the flash, but the gravity field will catch him out. Broken blade. Paranoia. Everyone's out to get you, Larssen, as Abbedagge secures the kill. Fate's call used. Trimby steps in the way of it. Sorry, Limit steps in the way of it and is immediately knocked back. And Summer takes the kill. And now Neon doesn't have a tower. Doesn't really have anywhere to go. Has to walk all the way back to his tier 2. It's like Schalke will have control over it. Hans Summer still off towards the top side of the map. Schalke walking into the river by themselves. Here's the Paranoia. Limit was looking to get in, knocked back, but there's the engage. And there's just nothing you can do. Fear away from Inspired. odoamne trying to build up the Mega here, but he's already down to about a 3rd HP. Flash in from Abbedagge, and there's the double ready. You set it up perfectly. Abbedagge showing up on the rise so far, will die in the end to the Siphon power. Neon was not in
out on top. That will be a dragon, that will be 2 kills, and while they will give some gold over with the death of Abbedagge, the flash into him, but the chain CC that came out with the Rel, with the Rai.
That is pretty absurd. Neon will be in this fight though as Hans Summer dives in. Trimby with the face call. Neon flashes away. The cask is just enough. Of course, odoamne is about to go mini-nav as well. You can see Abbedagge is trying to join the fight. Odo tries to flash away, but Vedi, you said it a moment ago, you can't flash away from the Paranoia. It will find you, and it will eat you up. Abbedagge with his
has a lot of money. However, Abbedagge is in a very similar position, so the question will be the players getting excited. I feel like a fight's about to come.
Limit has a great position here. Gilius dived on, TP's coming in. There's the Magnet Storm as well, and you can see already the damage is just so big onto Inspired. odoamne tries to join the fight. Broken Blade going in with the Paranoia. Hans Summer forced away. The Fate's call will bring back Timby. Limit almost dead, but odoamne dives across the wall. And now it's on Neon and Abbedagge to try and put the damage down. But the Chaos Storm's going to do a lot. Neon dives in and kills off Hans Summer. We thought it would be Abbedagge who'd get it, but Neon gets the double. And Schalke find the fight. odoamne does have the Mega, doesn't have Flash. Gonna chuck a building at Neon, but perhaps a little bit overextended. There goes in with the Abbedagge with a stopwatch. The gravity field will lock him in place, but not before odoamne teams. Both 80 carries with 2 items complete. It's the 3rd dragon of the game, but it's only 2 apiece. There's the Paranoia. How'd you get out of it? The darkness surrounds you. The attract repel stun will land. Trimby going in as well, and Abbedagge's on the back line. And he will rip asunder Rogue. Spell Flux after Spell Flux. Inspired and Hans Summer, the only 2 left alive, and Gilius is not very willing to leave them like that for long. Limit looking for the jump across the wall, but Gilius will fall. It oversteps just a tad. Neon on the chase. No tower to save them. Abbedagge's already used the round warp, but does have the flash. And the chase is on. Inspired and Hans Summer trying to do what they can just to delay Schalke from getting anything. And they're doing quite a good job of it. Dustbringer not quite in range.
Back up.
Stridebreaker back up for Broken Blade. Looks for the slope and Inspired's like, excuse me, sir, what are you doing? Dustbringer still doesn't connect.
Just get the Drake,
Summer's still alive here, Vedius. Gilius is coming back from base.
It's fine.
It will be given to Schalke.
Okay.
You lose a red buff, you get a Drake.
People thought that he just could not compete at this level, but I feel he has only gotten better over time. He's having a fantastic split, and he's the big carry!
Oh, the Magnet Storm. Abbedagge is not even here. Neon just dishing out the DPS. He goes on a rampage. Hans Summer is the second to fall. A double for Neon. odoamne's going to try and jump his way away. Limit falls as well, but quick 2 kills there, and Schalke are on the chase. odoamne trying to get away, but the Rune Prison will lock him in place. He flashes out with the Gnar and just about survives.
Wow. Incredible team fight once again from Schalke. This is what we talked about, right? It's so straightforward. Everyone just presses R, except for Abbedagge upon landing.
I mean, that makes sense.
But if you ever wanted to just execute someone and you're worried about how much damage you had...
This is the strongest point for a Nocturne. Yep. Basically, you can kill an 80 carry and you're pretty unkillable if you dive into...
And Schalke right now putting up a strong fight. Here comes the Ghost.
Gilius going in and track repel onto the limit, and they just turn immediately. Inspired just can't go anywhere. The Paranoia coming out. Oh, Broken Blade have the opportunity to fight it, but they don't have a jungler, they don't have a smite, and they don't really have a way of getting into the pit. Limit actually has a really good flank position here. Hansama's been hit, and there goes Limit. Magnet Storm coming out. Neon could dive in with the killing success. You already used it. Abadage going in with the round warp on the back line, and Oda1 trying to dance around, do what he can. But he is forced away. Abadage flashes in. Trimby, oh, just about able to survive, and Larson with a flash gets
onto these tier 2 towers. Schalke, with a strong comp, are able to get the better of Rogue this time around. They've found consistently strong fights.
Being able to lead top lane, influence the map. It's Abadage getting this early lead. And Rogue just haven't been able to find the disengages that they found in game
this
one.
Infernal Soul, I honestly think they just should. Obviously, there's the risk of, like, you dive a tower, you throw the
playing around it. Broken Blade here in the mid lane. Schalke already got that Baron down to about 7,000 HP. Inspired does have the flash. Smite if he wants to get in. There's the Paranoia. Who are you looking for? Oda1's building up Mega here. They try and dive on the backline. Broken Blade already down to half HP. The onslaught of shadows. Denial onto the backline. The stuns. They're diving in. The Magnet Storm from Limit will delay the fight for just a moment, and Abadage is able to survive because of it. Watch Abadage, watch Neon, because Hansama and Larson are still alive in this fight. It's a double for Neon as he snipes off Trimby. Neon's going to get taken out in the end, though. And that was down to half. And Rogue now trying to step forward. The Elder is tipping away. 1/3 left on it, and Gilius comes across for the smite. Elder Dragon secured. Now Rogue have to back off.
Now Rogue don't want to gamble the fight here at the Baron. Instead, they're going to take the last-ditch fight at perhaps they are the ones that can outplay. Remember, Schalke sieging, not the strongest, still very short range. If they overstep, I feel like Schalke need to commit to something here.
Importantly, the cannon minions do have that extra range, take reduced damage from enemies. Schalke now pushing in. Gilius rampaging his way towards that front line. Inhibitor down in the top lane now. Rogue give it up. They know they don't need to fight it. Broken Blade can work his way towards bot lane now if he wants. Keep that two-pronged approach with Broken Blade in the side lane, but instead they pop the Paranoia.
Very good.
Force them off the inhibitor tower. Broken Blade goes in, dashes back out with the Stride Breaker. 2 inhibitors down now on this push. They're going to realm warp the minions across to get the 3rd inhibitor tower. And the Elder Dragon still remains, as you say, Vedius. This macro from Schalke, absolutely sublime. 11,000 gold ahead, and Infernal Drake in their back pocket. Neon diving in, and there comes the Elder. That's the reason the Rogue could not take a fight for the last 2 minutes. And that is Oda1 sent packing for the next 53 seconds.
You can see Broken Blade going back to base as well. He's going to TP back in, bring some minions with him. And Rogue, they're at their last defense. Only 1 tower stands as Schalke look to equalize the score.
Schalke can just walk it in. The Magnet Storm finds all 4. And Neon laps up the kills. Abadage gets 1, Broken Blade gets another. And Schalke take the 2nd game.
Consider a relatively safe, strong top side. But normally that's when Sion is banned. Because I think Sion is such a strong counter to fact. Gilius is just going to fight the bot lane.
Well, they are pushed in. This wave is pushing in. Limit going in for the flash knockup. There's the attract repel. The stun with the flash bear slap. Hansama has nowhere to go. And Schalke strike first.
Yes, even though Hansama, off to a bit of a rough start, is going to bounce back.
And as much as we have seen Broken Blade getting the better of Oda1 so far this series, as TP comes down towards the bottom lane, we'll talk about that graphic later. Limit is already dead. Neon next on the menu. Larson looking for the scatter of the week here. Flash Unleash Power. Scatter of the week connects as well. Neon is dead. That TP bot lane.
Danger, but no flash on Larson.
Got the scatter of the week though, pretty easy for him to get away. Inspire coming in with the onslaught of shadows. Limit knocked back. And Limit will fall. Does still have the flash. They're trying to give the kill over to Hansama here, and with at least 5 spears in the back of the horse. Limit the distance.
Yeah. And then just that brief pause, because obviously Hansama's walking away at this point as Broken Blade gonna ult in.
Double Cyclone? Shield from the Disdain is enough for the moment, but Broken Blade is definitely winning this. Oda1 needs another shotgun knee, doesn't have it. Fear Beyond Death, not enough. Broken Blade wins out the 1v1.
Hansama getting collapsed on, no flash, no team. I think he's dead.
Hansama does have flash right now, as you can see from the side of your screen, but he is still dead. He does try and flash away, but the heal isn't enough. Scatter the week from Larson will be able to lock up a couple against the wall, and you can see Oda1 in the midst of 5 players from Schalke. Oda1 to Inspired's back pocket as well.
I will say it's a bit of a shame for Rogue that Hansama does not get that money, because that was the whole game. Can we quickly look at this top wave?
Is he freezing?
Oh, we might not have time.
As well. Inspired going in. There's the onslaught of shadows, and Neon knockback stunned up. Can't really go anywhere. Great explosive cast there from Trimby. And Limit once again looking a bit like Sonic the Hedgehog. Spikes on his back.
Or you can use the numbers advantage to try and force things like maybe a dive on mid, maybe a dive on happen.
I mean, one is guaranteed gold if you freeze properly, and one is the possibility of future gold as the TP comes in here to the top lane. Odoamne down to about half HP with Broken Blade, even with the Cyclone, isn't doing enough, and Gilius feels the power unleashed on his back as Larssen
Wait and see, is Neon now in danger?
Yeah, you just can't get away from Kalista like this. Even the heal is not enough movement speed, and Hans Summer rends him.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh no, dear me. Neon dead once again. Even the Killer Instinct won't save him. I will say 2 and 2 on this Kalista. Inspired playing a fair hand in that as well. The best jungler from the regular season. And what can you do? There's just nothing you can do against this. Gilius knocked back. Will flash back underneath his tower. But even without their Kalista, Hans Summer on the flank, not something you usually say about an AD carry. Gilius has to run away. Fate's call will bring Trimby back, and he'll just decide the tower is enough. Rogue now, 5,000.
But in any case, it was a great play. Really good stuff from Inspired. 0-0-5 on the Hecarim as Trimby's found another engage.
And Hans Summer is here. The explosive cast will knock them back. Gilius doesn't have the flash. Limit diving in with the Magna Storm. They're trying to catch out Hans Summer. Trimby's still alive. Hans Summer still alive. Exhausted. Survives somehow, dodging away from the Chaos Storm. In the end, Hans Summer will go down. But how much has been sacrificed here by Schalke? Larssen flashes away from Broken Blade. Odo picks up a double kill. Inspired, not with his team this time. Instead secures the Cloud Drake.
They're okay, but they don't.
They have to be created. What do you think farmers do on a Sunday afternoon when they're watching the LEC? Gilius going for a stun here in the mid lane as Larssen has been caught out. Limit trying to get in there as well. There's a shutdown onto Larssen. That gold going across now. Odoamne's been caught off towards the bottom side. Trimby trying to get away. Onslaught of Shadows used by Inspired, but he's been stunned up in the gravity well as well. And Broken Blade now goes on a rampage. Caught out underneath the tower, though. He will get killed. And
setting up for the Drake. That's going to melt. This is going to disappear.
It's stolen away by Inspired, and now the fight really begins. Odoamne trying to do what he can. Fear beyond death. He's going to get the fear back. Gilius just out of range. Hans Summer diving as much as he can, but he's going to get stunned up. Lockdown, and the shutdown goes over. 5-11 on the Rel. Has played it 3 times, I believe. Oh no, twice this series. Has some great Magnet Storms in game 2, and Schalke fighting back.
But in a team fight meta, I feel Hans Summer. I feel Kalista can be the deciding fight. Larssen starting to stack up the balls. You can see he's got 2-3 right now.
Abadage starts it up. Broken Blade goes in with the Cyclone already. There's the Magnet Storm, but Larssen's able to pop the Stompers just in time. Trimby still alive somehow. Broken Blade pulled back with a Fear Beyond Death. Inspired tries to get onto Neon in the backline. Hans Summer still alive. Larsen's still alive. And those 2 key carries for Rogue, able to survive through the burst. Oh! The weak have been scattered by Larssen. Abadage will kill him in the end, but the shutdown comes back. Limit the last man standing there for Schalke. And Larssen just swipes away Schalke's hope with a flick of his wrist.
What an intense team fight between the 2 teams, fighting for that shot at G2. For him to just decimate the backline. And while Abadage does get something back, it's too little, too late. It's going.
I think Broken Blade.
I want to wait, Rogue. Don't push this wave just yet. You want to make sure. So you can see both waves now crashing into the tower. Mid is going to hit that mid tier 3. This bot tier 2 is going to drop. And while this will give Abadage an opportunity to clear the mid wave out as the bot wave arrives, this is how you generate that good pressure Hex Flash. Limit not going to use anything though. Do we? Oh, look at the ward! Look at the ward!
Yeah, you can see it. You can circle it on the minimap. Videos show us the ward. The Broken Blade is
TPing in.
Into. Here comes the flank, Inspired, not with the rest of Rogue. And here is Broken Blade. Already Gilius already dead. Larssen pops the stopwatch. Gilius goes down. Broken Blade pops the stopwatch of his own, but Neon has fallen. And although you're going to get Larssen, you're going to get wiped off the map. Broken Blade, not too much he can do. A double for Odo in the front line once again. Limit, the only one left standing, limping away as Rogue look towards the Nexus. They look towards their 2nd win in this series, and they look towards getting only 1 win away from G2 next week.
I like the attempt from Schalke. I think that fight is a good one, especially with Broken Blade's access to the backline. Unfortunately, you now have to deal with Odoamne, who's also massacring your backline as well. Rogue were just too strong in the final fight. They executed well, and they will bring themselves to match point.
Fight as you might, Schalke. In the end, Rogue still come out on top.
We have a pretty interesting series.
Okay,
nope.
That's
why you don't talk about hovers.
I predicted this like 3 picks ago.
Yeah, you should have stuck with your conviction.
I did.
I
think, right?
Yeah, against Fnatic.
Odo was on H2K at the time.
No, he was on H2K. I think he was on Spice.
He wasn't.
Hang on, bot lane.
Limit caught out just a little bit. It's Trimby and now going back in. Gilius there for the first blood though, and we
say, hey, Inspired, no Drake for you. We're here to cover. Realm Warp comes through.
They're looking for Trimby and Hansama. Hansama no flash. The double stun isn't enough. Neon gets the kill, and Schalke
deficit isn't that big from the side of Gilius. Limit. Wait, there's no smite. There's no smite on Inspired.
Do it, Limit. Okay.
What's the plan here, Limit? Okay.
I mean, it's
second Drake of the game is whatever. If they want to spend their time taking that, that's fine. I'm just going to accelerate my leads. I'm going to steal away all his top, and that's what Ender would do. I mean, but yeah, for sure, for sure.
Unsurprisingly, Inspired is an Ender. Broken Blade here, caught up in the culling. Larson trying to get the damage down, but the Mantra W. Now Gilius coming in with the Stampede. There's the onslaught of Shadow. Larson flashes away from it, but you can't get away from Gilius. TP in from Odoamne. He's going to try and use that slicing maelstrom, but now with the Realm Warp, Abadage joins the fray. It's 3v2 in favor of Schalke. Odoamne should be able to get back underneath his tower. Flashes. There's the stun, and Gilius, he followed the flash, and he gets shut down. Abadage looks for the overload, but it just goes a mite wide. Trimby has now joined the fray as well. Limit working his way up from the mid lane. Schalke coming out on top in the fight overall, but Rogue were able to get a counter kill. Limit in a good position, has the explosive cask. Inspired does not have flash, and it's knocked straight back in, but here's the Magnustorm. Inspired going in with the best slap, and there gets the kill onto Trimby. Larson now TPing in, and Abadage, even with the spell flux, can't do much. Limit dead, Abadage just about survives the Rune Prison, holds Larson in spot for just long enough.
And Schalke just stayed too long. What an incredibly extended trade. Remember, this started with Odoamne versus, well, it was Larson versus Broken Blade. Broken Blade sitting there just trying to clear out a wave, is able to disengage in a good flash from Larson, but the damage is too much from Gilius. So his death timer now begins, right? Remember that that's 35 seconds and then he TP's back in. So with the Realm Warp coming through from Abadage, Schalke now believe that they can get this kill, but a really good stun from Inspired and damage coming out from Odoamne means that they can get that kill.
Oh, the Q.
Close from Abadage, but it's not quite enough. And now they overstay. Now they overstay way too long because, again, look at the bottom of your screen. That death timer for Lucian is so very close to coming up. He has his TP, and they're saying, no, no, we can fight, we can fight, we can fight, we can get this kill. But he's tanky, man. The re-engage comes through from Trimby, a really good ultimate into stun, and then the TP comes through, and Abadage knows that he can't do anything here. So Rogue is able to get themselves a bunch of kills. They don't get the Herald, and if we look at the live, we see Larson.
Oh, Larson.
Yeah, this is a party that you don't want to be a part of, Larson.
Well, Schalke Null Fear bring Fear people up into the top lane, and Larson is feared away as Gilius is on the chase. Not really much Larson can do. They're trying to give the kill over to Abadage here. Larson should try and execute so that Gilius gets the kill instead of Abadage. Gives no assists across as well. So Schalke did invest a lot there into the top side. Hansama was pushing in mid. Hansama did get mid turret during that top lane fight that we saw previously. Odoamne gets bot turret, and this is something Rogue do really well. Yes, Larson was overextended and got caught. However, Magnustorm available. Odoamne in the fog of war. Blast Cone procced, Odoamne still unseen. Limit steps forward, he's trying to catch out that cannon, and now the cannon steps forward, and the Pikachu is the one who surprised Limit here. Odoamne with the Lightning Rust to get away, the Cullen coming out as well. Gilius down to about 2/3 HP, Inspired still on the Drake. Odoamne still off towards the top side of the fight, can rejoin when he wants. Gilius going in, and manages to steal away the dragon. So much extra, Trimby in a good position.
Neon is bait.
Neon is bait, Gilius going in, looking for Hansama. Hansama flashes away, Gilius now on the back line. Neon diving in with the killer instinct, and immediately it's jumped on, and Neon is down. Trimby with a Magnustorm, and here is Odo. Feel the power of the slicing maelstrom. Immediately Schalke lose
to
3.
be the Baron. This is going to be a huge team fight win, and Rogue put themselves in an even stronger position to close out this game.
He has been muted this series. In games that Schalke have won, he's been able to roam around, he's been able to the Lord Dominix, but Rogue have 2 prongs of pressure. Bot lane, Larson and Hansama, double AD carry will ring forward to take as many tier 2s as possible. The second one on the menu is the mid lane, and after that they might get themselves a little bit of a dessert in the top lane. Cullen coming out, Rogue will step forward, tower down to a 3rd HP. Trimby once again has the flash, has the Magnet Storm, Broken Blade and Neon trying to do what they can to defend here. As the next wave works its way down the mid lane, and Odoamne just continually pressuring in the bot lane. Abadage is going to match him, but Rogue will get this wave. And perhaps Schalke have decided they need to pull the trigger somewhere. Odoamne does have flash to try and get out of this. Slicing mouse from going in. There's the stopwatch. And here come the rest of Rogue. Odoamne's going to flash across the wall. Trimby there. Onslaught of Shadows in by Gilius. The shutdown goes down. Hansama not able to join the fight as of yet. And Trimby's the next one on the target. Has to jump away. But Gilius diving forward, diving backward. Fate's call will keep Trimby alive for just a moment. Schalke on the offensive. Those Mantras, those speed up could be huge. Schalke may have turned this fight right here. They find Odo. They find two more. And Gilius is not done yet. Stunned up by Inspired. The Realm Warp's going to chase them in, but that
The game once more. They were able to find that big pick onto Odo, and crucially, they get his flash. That is going to be such a big
Jarvan situation there for Odoamne if he'd gone in. Mid lane tower will fall here. Schalke claim their third of the game.
There's one in this push. What does Schalke see?
There's no
oh, here we go.
Schalke don't know. Odoamne's in the perfect position for the flank here. Inferno Drake starting. There's the culling. Here goes Odo. Oh, he gets stopped immediately. Limit with a perfect play, but the rest of Rogue are able to dive in. Inspired gets on Neon. The shutdown on Abadage. Limit did everything in his power to stop Odo getting into the fight, but he forgot about the rest of Rogue. TP's coming in. Rogue are looking to book their place in finals weekend.
Trimby came up clutch there because while Odo couldn't find the engage, Trimby definitely did. Rogue will find the team fight that they were looking for. They will deny the Drake. They will deny the game, and they're looking to fight G2 next week.
Schalke fought and they fought, but in the end, it is Rogue who come out on top. Rogue who will take down the Nexus towers, and Rogue who will fight G2 for finals.
A tense build up towards that final fight. All we were doing was watching Odoamne